Life and lifestyle. Another trading day, another morning, not morning market, another market recap for round 29. September the 2nd. And as you saw, I got a little, The Wiz, who remembers this? 78. This is older than I am, but it had Michael Jackson at the Scarecrow. I think it was Diana Ross was Dorothy and a couple other people in there. Great movie. Great movie. Anywho, had to be a little scene in green today because today is my best trading day so far with the strat. I have recovered all of my losses from the week and I am now in the green, a decent bit in the green for the week off of today alone, and I have not closed all of my trades. So we have a wonderful recap for you today. As you can tell, I'm in a very good mood. First thing first, you would like to learn, oh, what's that? I have merch now. Link in the description. I'm gonna have hoodies, t-shirts. Let this shit load up. While that loads up, let me pull up my there it is. Oh yeah, I have I got this logo done on Fiverr. I think that's how you call it. I got t-shirts, hoodies, and tank tops. Links in the description. Let me know what you think about it. If you like to learn from who I learned from, get the stock market playlist, 30 resources for $30. Follow me on IG, where I post my recaps of some lifting videos, and follow me on Twitter. So, today was interesting. Today I had a total of 17 tickers, with 7 I was focusing on. And of those 17, 7 activated, and there were 4 additional activations from previous watch lists, which is why you keep your watch list for a couple days. Especially if you made money on a trade and you feel like there's more life in it. I'm learning that now because of what happened with Starbucks and Walgreens, where I got cut out one day and then the next day it pops. So I'm making sure to keep an eye on that. So like I have the new style to make things faster. J&J, Johnson & Johnson. I actually entered this yesterday at the market close. Let me do the 2-day, 2-hour. I got in right here for 21 bucks. No, 22 bucks. I got in right here. And I just had a feeling it was going to do something because it had fell down. I had lost money on it yesterday. I think I lost like 3 or 4 bucks. And I was like, I'm going to get my money back. And I got in here with the anticipation and it popped. I don't know why it popped. There was no news on it. Matter of fact, let me see. Was there any news on Johnson & Johnson? I think it's just everyone's happy about the vaccinations. The White House. Return of millions of doses of vaccination. Return millions of doses. Well, they have bad news actually. Well, they're trying to manufacture the vaccine for distribution, but they got a lot of doses returned. Anywho, so they popped, and I got 23% off of this with my strategy of putting let me put on a 15, seeing where the bar is, and just putting a stop underneath the bar. So I got stopped that around here. When it was up here, I think it was up about to 30 something, 32, 33, but I didn't take it. I'll start developing a better way to know how to identify the top also. Because usually I catch mostly close to the top, but it'd be nice to get that extra 10, 20% every now and again. So that was a win. Cisco was the one I was watching at the open. At the pre-market, as you see, it already had triggered. And around here, the call was 30, I think it was like 33, 32, 33 bucks. But it wasn't looking like much. I was like, okay, let me watch something else and I'll come back around. Too late, missed it. And this one went from 35, which is where I marked it. It went from 35 to 55, which is 57%. Well, Cisco had a nice little pop, and as you see, it's gearing up again. I was watching this after that pop, but it was still up about 20% to 40 something. And I was like, the most I'd go is 10% over, which is 38, 39. Going off my original entry for 33, that will put it at 37, and it never got that low. And when it did around here, it got that low. It looked like it was gonna die around here, so I stopped watching it. Next thing I know, it's running again, so I missed that on Cisco. Space. Oh, I caught Space like a motherfucker. 35 call. Early entry was at 26.38. True entry was at 26.71. I got in right around here, right at the pop. I got in at 19. The call used to be 25 when I marked it before. So let me change that price, because I was willing to go as high as 20 bucks for it. I got in at 19. Actually, no, I think it was up to 25 right here. And then it came down a little bit, and I got it at 19, and it kept going. As you see, I marked, let me switch it to the 15. As you can see, I marked the levels going up. It just kept going. It didn't even get close. Except for right here, it got a little bit close. Then it ran up some more. Then it ran up some more. And you see, the top was 28.77. I got out at 28.30. So I got 100% from 19 to 38. Now, I could have got a little more. I think it was at 42, 43 at the top. So I missed that on the extra 3 or 4 bucks, which is another 20%. That would have been 120%. But hey, I'm more than happy with that trade. Best trade of the day so far. Visa. Oh, I caught Visa like a bitch too. Visa put. Cause I was watching Visa for the call, but because it looked like it was on trigger, but it reversed and just started to die. For no apparent reason, it just started dying. So Visa was around here when I got in. The $200 put triggered at 228.66. And I just got in. I was like, let's just see what Visa does. I'm like, this is the reason I have these bars. This is a long bar. So if you go to the 15, because that's a 30-minute chart, I got in right here when there was a bar for me to go off of. This was the original bar. So this is when I put this here, that means I'm watching it now to see what it's going to do, if it's going to pop up or not. If it goes close to the bar, that might be a good time to get in, because I get it the cheapest it's going to be for a while, especially if it rejects it. But if it keeps going down, I got some time to catch it. So I caught it. I got it for 16. No, I got it for 32 bucks a piece and just followed it down. Visa really shit the bed today, and I'm not 100% sure why. There was no news on why Visa died at all. There was no news. So I took it all the way down here. I could have got out at 223, but I thought it had some more depth in it. So I set my stop for 224. And I got out at 224.30 for, no, I got out at 224 for 38%. I probably would have had closer to 50% if I took it at the bottom. But like I said, that's something I'm gonna have to start figuring out. When's the reverse? Maybe by the look of the candle. Let me go back to space. Yeah, I guess if there's an extended top and then it switches to a red, be prepared to get out, I guess. I don't know. I'll start adding that portion. But so far, this is working, so I'm not gonna tweak it much more. So I got 38% to the downside. Then around here, because this little red line right here is the Bryant formation on Visa. Let me go out to the 6 month. You see, here's the Bryant formation on Visa from a while back. This is how Visa trades. So Visa broke the bottom of the Bryant formation today. So when it broke it, it lets me know, even if it goes all the way down to 220, which is what I was looking for, it didn't. It reversed. It started to go up, and it started to go up quickly. So I was like, hey, Visa might be trying to rebound, because a lot of people invest in Visa because it's a good long-term hold. Do your due diligence. So plus Visa had a beautiful run earlier. If you just saw on that chart, let me pull it back up. Visa had a wonderful run to 252 already. So it's just a chance, because Visa was already down to 205 before. So it's a good chance to, you know, get a decent price on Visa and catch that 10-20% run back up to the top. So 15, So Visa started to run to the top. So I said, you know what? I marked this line here. This is my new stop. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna just jump in small size. A little libation there. Stay hydrated. I'm gonna just jump in with a small size and see if I can ride this back up. Cause even if I got one of these for like 20 bucks, if it goes all the way back to the top, it's gonna be worth like 100 or something. So I was like, let me just get a small size. So I got in at $16 and I started to ride them up, and they got up to $225 almost. And I sold out at $224.30 for 19%. So all in all, I got what's that? 57% on Visa. So yeah, that 57 I missed on Comcast, on Cisco, I got on Visa. Beautiful trade on Visa. I'm very proud of myself with that one. XOP. And then this is building my confidence so that now, as my account grows, I'll start taking larger sizes, and that will grow my account exponentially. XOP, I was watching this at the open too. It was a beautiful trade. It went from 50 to 115. This is one of the highest trades of the day. And your stop out would have been here, around this part. That's where you probably got stopped out, which is, what's that, about 50 cents away from the top, which is I think where I marked it at, if not higher. So you might have been higher. It might have been at 150 for 200%. So actually, no, XOP was not the highest trade of the day. It's the second highest. So this one popped up, but at the open, the spread was shitty. It was a $5 spread, and then when it opened up, the spread widened to like 80 bucks. It was like 20 on the bid and then 100 on the ask. I said I will not, so I let it go and missed out on it. Walgreens re-triggered. I should have been watching Walgreens, but I didn't. It didn't have the volume I was looking for. All the volume was in a higher call. Let me see. WBA. Let's see what's going on with Walgreens. Oh, that's loading up. So yeah, the what's that? The 5250. Yeah, 4,000. It didn't have super high volume compared to my other trades, so I didn't take it. Oh, but I should have, because this one went up from $20 to $60 for 200%. This would have been a beautiful trade to catch, but I did not catch it, and Walgreens has much more room to go. In addition to that, let me just give an honorable mention to CVS. CVS, as you can see, did the exact same thing. Funny thing about CVS, I had marked a call on CVS down here for $8. A $90 call for $8. Maximum you was going to pay for it was $10, unless you want to chase all the way to the top. But had you done so, that same call is worth $30. So that is a from 10 to 30. So it's kind of the same thing. Yeah. Walgreens did 20 to 60. CVS did 10 to 30. So yeah, that's what happened on CVS. Next up, let me put this back on the 15. Lyft. You remember I caught Lyft, I think it was yesterday. I got a good return on Lyft. I got like 30% on Lyft. So today I re-entered on Lyft. Right around here, this is why you watch them again. Lyft was around still above the early call entry. So I put a stop loss there and put it on the 15. I got in right around here. I got it for 19 bucks. Rolled it all the way up and got out right here at the switch around for $24. So I got 26%. It was higher. It was up to about 27 at close to 50. So I was within 25 cents. You can't get much closer than that unless I caught it right here, like 6 cents higher, but whatever. That's why I give myself some room in case it comes down and wants to keep running. So 26% on Lyft, another good trade. Neo happened again. I caught Neo around here. Neo was running up around here. The volatility was good, but not super strong. So I got Neo at 26 bucks. Rolled Neo all the way up. You see, I got out right here near the top. It went to 41.02. I got out at 40.80, and it proceeded to go down. I got 38% on NEO from 26 to 36. These are all real trades. RCL. RCL was my worst trade today. I got into RCL. This is a Royal Caribbean. I saw there was a news post saying that all the reopening stocks were popping, like Boeing, the cruise lines, Las Vegas Sands, Caesar Palace, Wynn Resorts. You know, everything that deals with hospitality and travel was popping at the moment. At least is what the news report said. So I said, okay, this might be good news for me to get into one of these. So I was watching Boeing, I was watching Macy's, and I was watching RCL. Boeing didn't really do anything. So I was like, okay, RCL is my candidate. Let me see what it's going to do. So I marked the line of RCL right here. Let me put it on the 15 minute. And I got in for 27. I got a bad feel. I could have got it for maybe 25, maybe 23. But the second I got in, I was already down because I got a bad feel. Which is something you'll learn with options, is that if you get in near the ask, your price is going to be at the bid. So if the bid is $4 or $5 beneath, that's how much you have now. So you just lost $4 immediately. It's not the end of the world. It's just, you know, it sucks to start off with a negative, especially if you have a tight stop loss like I do. So I watched RCL for a bit. It didn't do much, and I got out of RCL for a 22% loss right here from 27 to 21. I got out a little bit at 23, which was a, how much was that? It was not a 22% loss. That's for damn sure. RCL was a 15% loss. I should have locked the rest of them in and got out then, but RCL looked like, I think it was around here. It looked like it was about to go. So I retracted my order and ended up eating shit on that. Clove. If any of y'all have been watching stocks and Wall Street bets in general, Clove is a former meme stock. For proof of that, look at this. Within 2 months ago, it ran to 29. And then let me go to the monthly. And then before then, it ran to 18. So it has the history of going crazy. So I got into Clove around here, I think. Yeah, I got into Clove. No, I got into Clove down here, I think. Because I was like, you know what? If Clove is moving, it's going to keep moving because people get hyped out on Clove. So I'm like, this is worth the risk. Plus, it was a cheap call. It was $12. So I got into Clove for $12. Full size, 5 contracts. Roll it up all the way up here. Let me put it in there. This is the 15 minute. It went up to 9, and now it's around 883. 880 is the battleground. It has not dipped below 880, if maybe for more than like a second or two. So I'm looking forward to be over 9 tomorrow, if not further. So Clove might be a nice several 100%er for me. APA, I was not watching APA. APA went from 40 to 72. That's almost 100%. The early call was at 1952. True call was at 1962. So you had a 10-cent window, and it broke here. So you would have got out either here or here, probably. Maybe right at around 1990. So that was a good trade. McDonald's. I'd lost like $4 on McDonald's yesterday. So I was watching them again. And I got in the early call was here. So I was watching McDonald's, and I got into McDonald's around here. I had actually got to McDonald's before. Ma'am? Yeah, give me a minute. I was watching McDonald's right around here. I got the early call at 238.37 and the real call at 238.92. Caught it and was watching McDonald's around 239.20-ish. It dipped almost to 10, which is my get out point. But now McDonald's is running for some reason. I'm not sure why. They had news that they are actually getting sued because of the ice cream machine. So we'll see about that. And last but not least, Johnson & Johnson. The swing, did I already say that? I think I already said that. That everything? Yes, that's everything. All right, so like I said, today was a wonderful day. My personal account is up, let me see, 70% in one day. So Really happy with my performance today. Very proud of myself and looking forward to tomorrow to do it again. Not looking for major trades tomorrow. Clove is still up over 50%, and I'm holding that. And McDonald's is up over 20%, and I'm holding that. So if nothing else, tomorrow I'm good for like another $50, $60, which is what I was looking to make. So yeah, that covers everything. We're almost done. I thank you guys for watching, joining me on my journey. And next thing you know, I'm gonna be doing $1,000 days, $10,000 days. Have a good one.